There I am. Great. Go with the central lower scoring team. What's up, CHFFL? It is time for the championship. And this is going to be a very different stream. Don't have anybody here yet, which actually makes it a little easier for me to see if this is allowed on YouTube. We're going to try to have Red Zone up. Oh, boy, that's loud. At least it is on my end. Doesn't look like it's too much louder than my microphone for you guys. I just have to turn down my TV. That should be about good balance. When somebody shows up, hopefully they can help me. But yeah, we're going to sit here. We're going to watch Red Zone together. And my oh my, it's championship week. We have both the CHFFL scoreboard up, and we have the Dynasty League scoreboard up. Since no one is here, I'm going to go get myself a drink. I can't believe I have this working My little laptop is chugging away. It's resting on 2 ice packs to keep it cool. I have its screen all the way down to hopefully save some processing power. I have everything closed, including Discord. That isn't absolutely necessary to run this stream. 5-year-old Ultrabook laptop with no graphics card. Good job, little guy. I'm going to take the desktop audio down just a little bit more. It looks like it's probably competing with me a bit too much.
The Eagles, Bucks, Giants, and Dolphins can all clinch something. The Patriots, Panthers, Saints, Raiders, and
just about to get started. I see we have 2 people in the chat. Welcome. Hi, this is a weird week. We're just going to be watching Red Zone together. We're going to see what happens in both leagues. It looks like we are on a huge delay, which I am just noticing now. And again, that is because my little laptop is really struggling. So you'll have to give me about a minute or 2 probably to respond to any chats. I'm going to step away for a moment right now as Red Zone heats up. I'm going to get myself a nice beverage. Oh yeah, and go Dogs.
The Colts go to the Giants. The G-men can lock up a much-desired playoff berth with a win and no help today. Philadelphia will clinch home field advantage in the playoffs if they can take care of their business as favorites against the Saints. Carolina at Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers will win the division if they win today. Carolina will win the division if they win out. And the Washington Commanders have a bunch of different scenarios, as I illustrated. We'll get into those a little bit later today. Well, it's simple here for Miami and for New England. Dolphins could clinch with some win and some help there. The Patriots will clinch if they win out. The New Orleans Saints still mathematically alive for an NFC South championship, and it's Minshew mania once again for the Philadelphia offense. Jalen Hurts' shoulder not exactly ready to go just yet, so Minshew will go for
We're back. All right, we got kickoffs.
Will get the first possession at loud Arrowhead Stadium. Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos, the team turmoil with just having fight.
In our championship, Swan has his defense going. I opted. It was a tough call, but Derek and I were going with the Ravens over the Eagles, and the primary factor for me there was the over-under. Pittsburgh versus Baltimore is supposed to be a much lower scoring game. Whenever anybody gets caught up to here, if you could help me out in chat and just tell me, is the stream okay? Is the quality of everything okay? I'm very worried about my laptop holding up because it's never been, I can see my preview, I've never been this far behind before in terms of a delay.
Carolina Panthers control their path to the playoffs. Sam Darnold's been playing efficient, quality football for resurgent Carolina. And how about this play right out to midfield in the first minute of the game? DJ Moore with a catch for about a 26-yard gain for the Carolina Panthers and a first down. And right out of the gate here today, he grabs one across the middle. Franchise records.
Miami, bunch of big scores here, but Waddle and Hill are both playing in the third place game for the CHFFL. We're getting Fantasy Cast refreshed there. Let's take a look real fast at Mark against Grant.
The officials will head over, led by Brad Allen. The hit from Jabril Peppers.
Is that forward progress will stop. Second down.
He was down. And you hear the New England crowd? You know what that response is? Where was that last week?
So Hill with a quick 2.5 points on that catch. Mark and Grant both have their defenses going right now. We'll keep an eye on Kansas City and we'll keep an eye on the Commanders. A lot of players in that third place game going right now. Back to the ship. Jared Goff going for Swan. That's a big one for me because that's a potential advantage point. I mean, I think right now, I didn't do traditional predictions this week, but I think that Swan has to be the favorite. Even before the Thursday games. The Thursday games went about as I expected. I thought CeeDee Lamb was projected really low, so him only getting 21 actually was a sigh of relief for me.
From Bill Belichick on this one, we look at the Panthers, who are into field goal range, and what has happened? The Panthers' run game exploded last week against the Detroit Lions. They have found themselves in the back half of the season, and they're threatening to score in the opening drive.
Red zone is backwards, Swan. Okay, and I see all of our comments today. Good luck to you too, Swan. Red zone is backwards because I'm hoping YouTube doesn't take this video down, so I purposefully flipped it and I changed with the coloring a little bit. Tried January. Yeah, that didn't work so well, Wes. And Marty, thanks for the thumbs up. I assume that means that the stream is pretty good. I love all you guys. Love this league. Best of luck to everybody. It's been a really fun year. Ooh. Nothing doing there for Carolina. Let's see here. Miami moving to midfield. Hill having another one. Oh. H. Oh. No. Oh no. So sad. The Buckeyes. Oh, CJ Stroud. He's just such a great prospect and he hasn't won anything.
Who matches up the best in that slot? They're going to move DJ Moore around. You see him again here playing in that slot receiver. It's a big matchup. They're going to have Winfield on him a lot. Could be a linebacker.
Oh, there's no way for me to really like Wes's follow-ups with the S-U-C-K-S. I just do a O-H. No! Lost again. Stunk again. That's a touchdown for... Who? Tommy Tremble. Anybody starting Tommy Tremble in their championship? I don't think so. Oh, see, Kelsey got first little catch, but I'm fine with doing a PPR monster kind of day. Chubb up to 3.1. He must have had a catch, which is really good. Pardon me, I am going to be looking down at my phone. Is, like I said, pushing my computer to the limit, so I'm going to try not to do too much fancy with it. Justin Fields lined up as a tailback. Wow, that's a really surprising thing. He's normally known for his throwing prowess. Go Dogs. Just one more prospect who could never win a championship.
For Justin Fields coming into today, Fields needs 196 yards over the next two games to break that NFL record. And as we just
That's fine. I hope Fields racks up a nice bunch of rushing yards and stays in bounds. Don't let Jared Goff have the ball too much.
Live to the link where it's red zone for the Saints.
On third and short, it's the fullback Adam Prentice, and he's got a first down.
Saints pushing down. You know, whenever you have a tough decision, and I hate to be this way, but I hope that the Saints score a bunch of points so that I don't have to question myself on starting the Ravens over the Saints. Or, I mean, over the Eagles. All right, let's see. Kansas City.
After we show you this, from midfield, Patrick Mahomes making an MVP push. Ball batted back into his face. He catches it. He turns to
All right, just a Patty Mahomes. That's good for Parker over in the Dynasty League. Mahomes already up to 2.64 over there. Oh, I'm putting up a bunch of goose eggs in the Dynasty Championship to this point. Raheem Mostert, Parker's fill-in, outscoring Swift. Very early, of course.
We were on that New Orleans Saints game. There's a TV timeout, commercial break in Philadelphia. You're not missing anything in the Philadelphia-New Orleans game. We'll get you back there in a couple of minutes.
I do feel a little bad for true Ohio State fans. I mean, ones who went to the university or who live in Ohio, because after a big loss like last night, they have to go back to Ohio and wake up there and live there. Cole Kmet, touchdown. Doesn't happen to be Parker's tight end, doesn't it? He's got Kittle, that's right. That's Kmet. Was it? Wes or Stan, maybe? Let's check in on Wes's game. Fighting for first draft priority. Wes starting out a little slow, but still projected to get the win here. Marty had a very nice day from Dalton Schultz. Oh, that's right, Bill had Komet playing in the 5th place game, which has been pointed out to me does not matter as much as it should, and I think we're going to address and fix that next year. As Cole Komet on the bench, not getting that touchdown. Kelsey, there we go. That's what you like to see. 2 quick catches. Kelsey could have a nice 10-catch game. That would be really swell. And if George Kittle could just take it easy and block this week, that would help me in both leagues tremendously.
Against the Rams, we'll see how much of a fight the Broncos are able to put up. Travis Etienne with a carry here for the Jags, who got the
I made a mistake and left Michael Pittman in the flex. That's very bad of me. That's because I didn't do my normal morning video. It's not going to change anything, but very poor form on my part.
Chiefs red zone, New Orleans Saints red zone, but that game is still in a commercial break. We'll get you back there in a moment.
Cam Akers in the lineup for Swan after DeAndre Hopkins ruled out with an injury. Who would have thunk?
Just a little high, a little anxious, because when you're rolling out, you've got to kind of turn the hips totally. So he sees them open early, and he tries to whip it out there because he doesn't get in their hands.
From the 5. Pacheco to the 3, pushing forward to the end zone. Did he get there? Touchdown.
Pacheco touchdown. Oh man, I'm gonna lose both, aren't I? Isaiah Pacheco. I love to see Pacheco, though. I mean, you have all these hype trains that go nowhere, and it's nice to finally have one that hits. Can't complain about it. Oh, Sky Moore had a catch. That's nice. Let's check in. We haven't looked at our 3rd place game in the Dynasty League yet.
We're going to stay here with the Jacksonville drive. The New Orleans Saints game,
Matchups. There we are.
Commercial break and then went back to commercial because
Mark, no points on the board yet. Does he not have anybody playing?
Sweat, the pass rusher for Philadelphia that we saw down on the field. Meantime, Arizona.
Mark given a 54% chance right now. Max seems to have most of his guys going in the early window. Mark with most of his going in the late window. Max and I both room for Kelsey. See, Max is rolling out Christian Watson. I just couldn't do it. With him being questionable, could not do it. And I wanted to, and I thought about, maybe rolling out Dubs if Watson can't go, but didn't want to mess with that injury. So counting on Pittman that Foles will magically chuck it in the right direction.
Don't want to hear it, but this cover 2, this Tampa 2 that was made famous when Tony Dungy was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, really is about bending and not breaking. So you can move the ball, but once you get down inside the red zone, they make it very tough because they're so disciplined. You have to be physical enough, I think, to be able to run the ball to Michael Hasty and small 3rd down back.
Jacksonville. JaMychal Hasty.
3rd time this year the Jaguars have scored a touchdown in their opening drive, and for Hasty, it's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
Let's see, did Grant have Etienne in? That's my question.
On the right side of the screen, Josh Sweat, one of the excellent pass rushers, and the
Yep, Etienne just got vultured for poor Grant. Although he's still favored currently by a little bit. Commanders must have picked up a sack.
Number 1 overall seed, hopeful that they will lock up today if they get this victory over the Saints. Here's a slow-mo replay, the play on which it happened. We're scanning through it just like you are, but that's Sweat who came in from the side and helmet into the side of the Saints ball carrier. And Sweat was down for several minutes and now being carted off the field. Let's listen in live.
You know, one thing the Eagles do have up front is depth. Linval Joseph comes in. And the other thing, though, Daryl, is that two of the biggest reasons for their success this year have taken turns for the worst lately. Turnover margin.
If I wanted to found out some quick predictions, I would take Swan. I would take Grant over Mark.
Let's go to a live third and long. Buccaneers.
Fairness, it's basically just giving power rankings. Even with the Thursday game going Marty's way a little bit, I'd still take Wes over Marty. Who's that? Godwin! Oh, he fumbled! He fumbled for the stupid Dynasty League where Mark has it as -3 points for a fumble lost. Just takes that whole play off. Negative points. Wait, that's okay, so that's wrong. He didn't run 16 yards backwards. He'll be at about 0 points. Ah. Can we vote on changing that in the offseason? -3 points for a fumble.
Again, the long delay in Philadelphia continues after the Josh Sweat.
Anyway, yeah, I'm taking Bannis over Bill. Parker over Stan. I take everybody to lose. Minshew's still at 0 points, but I'm guessing Minshew throws for a couple touchdowns. I'll take Parker there. And then for the loser bowl, yeah, it's kind of cheating. Well, Minnie's got his defense going. They're still projected even. I'll take Max over Minnie, and Minnie to be the loser of the year. Kamara with a little bit. Boy, everybody's going to get to just see me sweat. Blowing it in both leagues right now. At least in terms of points on the board, not looking my favor. Michael Pittman puts up a goose egg, and Watson ends up being healthy and scoring a lot. That's the kind of thing I'll beat myself up about. But hey, at least Ohio State lost. Yeah, Parker, Pacheco got one for you. Is that really how bad my delay is?
Looking for a flag, but didn't get one there for the New Orleans Saints offense. We got Cade York on a 37
I'm a couple minutes behind, I think.
In Washington, and it is good. Browns 3, Commanders nothing.
Patrick Johnson did a really good job. There he is, 48 at the bottom of recovering, right? You try and slip that backer cover and you get out to the flat and get.
Let's double box
So.
The New England Patriots. They
Oh no.
inside of the 20-yard line.
They caught the red zone.
This New England team is looking for a little fire right now.
Stream may be temporarily blocked, even though I have it unlisted. It's absolutely fair use. I mean, I could argue the copyright situation, but YouTube doesn't really follow rules so much as they follow money.
That's right, JB. And Trevor Lawrence hands it off to Jermichael Hasty for a 5-yard run. The Jags, they strike first in this one, up 7-0.
Iron Eagle, Charles Davis, and Evan Washburn.
And JB, we know no matter what happens in that Jacksonville game,
as opposed to late in the season like it has for Philly.
Second down 11. Straight ahead, Eno Benjamin. Bounces to the outside. Benjamin to the 10 where he's tracked down by Lee.
Jones looking. Rifles. Nearly intercepted. Flag thrown. Myers with 2 defenders in the area. Javon Holland had a chance at it. Jones indicating that it's going to be against Miami. So Brad Allen, the 9-year referee, is going to sort through it here. Worked high school games, ACC games before he got to the NFL.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 28.
Hill made a man miss, lowered the shoulder and got stood up. Got away from the first man, but couldn't get away from James Bradbury, who's a corner in there looking like...
Philadelphia's defense rising up. It's fourth down there in the city of brotherly love. We go triple box with the New England Patriots in the red zone, and on the bottom of the screen, the Detroit Lions just got a 1st and goal on a defensive pass interference penalty called against Chicago.
Handoff, Stevenson, right up the middle. Picks up 3, brought down by Christian Wilson.
What else could we have done? There's not much there when the ball is underthrown that poorly.
Lions gain 34 yards on the penalty. The handoff to Jamal Williams, and he will not get there.
Hill stays in. Hill will look to run for it. Taysom Hill has a 1st down, stays on his feet, 1st and goal at the 1. They're riding Taysom Hill on this opening
on 1,000 yards in his 2nd year in the NFL from Oklahoma. Pierre Strong Jr. now in there. And Mac Jones is going to head to the sideline. A timeout.
Goff throws, caught, touchdown. Brock Wright.
with him. Hill straight ahead one more time, and he's in for the Saints touchdown. What an impressive opening drive for New Orleans in a must-win game and early score.
I tell you, the impressive thing by the Saints, not the entire drive, obviously, yeah, the entire drive, but the last few snaps, I mean, this is Philadelphia Eagles front. This is a physical front that controls the line of 5.
That was coming off a 5-and-1 stretch that put them in the playoff race. 2nd and 7 out of the timeout. On a give, Stevenson trying to work his way inside.
We told you this could be a crazy day. We started the day with 3 win and clinch teams. Philadelphia, one of them, is down 7-0. Tampa Bay, another one, is down 7-0. And the Giants with a win and clinch scenario with the opponent in the red zone, Colts inside the 10.
He's got McFadden making the stop at about the 9 on a game.
The line of scrimmage doesn't get knocked back, and that ends up spilling the play right there on the spot.
10th play of the drive, 3rd down and 6 for the Patriots. Motion man is Thornton. Shotgun. Jones. Swing pass. Caught. Touchdown. It is the rookie. Patriots are on the board. Thornton with the score.
Hey, Thornton. It's a good little boost for the long-term Dynasty League.
Wilkins a chip. Foles. Wilkins diving to the 5. Hit on the play by Tony Jefferson on a gain of 4 and about a yard shy of a first.
And there's no hesitation here. I think you go for it here. With the way the Colts season's been going and good protection once again. Thibodeau's just...
Let's do a little game rewind presented by Prime Video on the left side of your screen. This was the big play for the Colts to get him into scoring range against the Giants. Deep shot, and Foles finds his man. It's Paris Campbell. It's 49 yards on the massive pickup there, and now it's 4th and 1, and the offense is still on the field.
Aaron, maybe that'll be allowed.
Get it to the outside because I don't know if they can get it going down the middle.
Moss the back. 9th play of the drive. You hear the whistles. Timeout, Colts.
First charge timeout, Indianapolis.
With the big play on this drive, a 49-yard pass to wide receiver Paris Campbell. In a season for Jeff Saturday, which saw him win his initial game after being given...
Hey, during that drive by the Detroit Lions for a touchdown, Jared Goff's helmet communication system blanked out on him, evidently. They had to swap the quarterback's helmet out.
We're back. Hopefully some people stayed with us.
Sidelines to call the plays into Goff when he had no communications. There it is. One of the backup quarterbacks writing numbers down, which I assume correspond to his wristband, but still it was a 9-play, 75-yard Jared Goff touchdown pass drive that gets the Lions tied with the Bears at 7-7.
McLaughlin a 23-yard field goal try to on a 49-yard pass to Paris Campbell. And on
It's the first stutter we've had from Red Zone. That's the biggest surprise of this stream.
Let's go back live to Arrowhead. You'll see the score here in the Chiefs game is 6-0. Kansas City muffed the extra point. That the snap wasn't clean, and they never got the extra point kicked.
Man, I need Houston to do something. Swan pivoted. I can't believe two things. One, going to be a bit of a rant against the rest of the league here, and I see I only have 2 viewers right now, so hopefully people don't get mad at me. But how is the Jaguars defense still? I mean, I do everything I can to make it so that the week 17 counts for everybody. And you look at Fantasy Pros, the top 12 defenses for the week. I own 3 of the top 6. And then 7, 8, and 9 are all just sitting there. Where's the activity, guys? I mean, yes, I'm complaining because it's going to hurt me personally. Because Swan got over himself and didn't trust the Bills' defense. But he shouldn't have been able to have that. There it goes again. Permanent ban.
Yeah, that looked a little too good to be true there for Kansas City fans on live speed, and the replay will confirm that. Meantime, Travis Etienne, a gap between the tackles, and then he shakes a defender and shows some speed. That's a nice-looking 27-yard run for the young running back, and Jacksonville is into Houston territory. The Buccaneers turned it over when they got it into Carolina Panthers territory, and this is their next drive. They get sacked. Tom Brady goes down. The Bucs struggle bus on offense continues on, and that is still a 7-0 Carolina lead. 4th and short for the Commanders in Browns territory. Pitch it outside. The pitch didn't look clean. The running back never got ahead of steam, and the Browns swallow him up. Turnover on downs for Washington. Back to Ford Field, 3rd and 4.
Pressure, takes off, picks up the first down across midfield, still going. Justin Fields inside the 20, down to the 10, and finally brought down at the Lions' 8-yard line.
Watch Justin Fields' eyes. He scans 1, not there. 2, not there.